Yeah, we don't need to be importing any steel from Germany anymore. We're going to give us 5 factories. Yeah, well, let's take whatever small cities there are in Mexico. Yeah, it's 62%. How are you? What's your capital? Is it in Yucatan? Yes. You're worth 5. You're worth 2. You're worth 2. Yeah, you're going to go to Veracruz. So you can go here to Veracruz. And then move your way down into Yucatan. And you know what? We will be close enough that we will be able to invade Cuba as well. Cuba, are you in a faction? No, 8 to 25 divisions. By the way, Havana, Cuba is also core territory. That's the funny thing with Kaiserredux, is that it basically just gives you core territory on everything that could possibly happen. Any province is core land, no matter what. You're gonna go here. We're gonna take Veracruz, get more encirclements. And who do we want to invade Cuba with? Move your way to this city. I mean, I guess Green Army would make the most sense, right? Solidify control, more party popularity, honestly not what we need. Don't need to push the Federalists because it doesn't actually do anything for us anymore. I guess let's go for air flexibility. And actually, I need to get half of the Navy into a new task force. And I need one of you guys to start sailing your way to the Veracruz. Luckily, we can get our way through the Panama Canal, which is nice. I was kind of worried that that would not be an option for us. But luckily, Panama is not going to say no to Walt Disney using the canal. And I do appreciate that a great deal. So you got a city up here worth 1. You're also worth 1. 9 divisions circling you. 4 divisions here. Okay, then the Navy, I don't know what's going on there. We'll just try to ignore it. Pretend that's not even happening. Peace conference? Who would this be with? The tribes break. Oh, okay, okay. So this is Middle Africa collapsing. Also, I thought I said no super event audio, but silence them, please. So Middle Africa has now collapsed, which means doesn't really do anything for us. Okay, there is the Desert War. They got declared war on by Mauser? What is this? Masser? Okay, I'm not too sure what that means. But I'm sure it's probably fine. There's the war in the desert, rebellion in Yemen. You push your way down to here. You are worth 2 victory points. I need some divisions down here immediately. And you know what? We should get some Green Army units. What about like the militia? I know you're not like great, but we'll get you right now for naval invasion from Veracruz to Havana. Get you guys ready for the naval invasion, because again, we don't want to take. If we can take Cuba, I want to take Cuba. You would be a fool not to. And you're almost dead. Like we've almost we're so close to getting them. Disperse industry. You're worth 1 victory point, which I mean I know is not much, but we want to take what we can. I wonder what's causing that graphical issue. I'm really, really not sure. Okay, you're gonna move away to Yucatan, which does have actually a lot of cities up here. A surprising amount of cities, to be honest. Okay, you're going to do naval support in all of these areas. But not for... I guess actually I might need to move all the naval units over here. Because, yeah, if we need to actually contend with the Federalist Navy, it might take a little longer than I was expecting, unfortunately. Okay, so that's 2 more victory points done. You're at 20% exactly. We just need, like, 1... Oh, if we just take you, then. That should be the end of the Mexican War? Maybe they'll give us some supplies. I'm not too sure. A few thousand rifles. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to it, but you know what? Take everything you have. Let's take the Mexican Navy as well. Confirm and exit. And of course, all of this land is core territory. This is all core land. For some really, really silly reason. I mean, because it's Kaiserredux is basically the answer. Do you have any more militias here? Okay, I want all of you onto this naval invasion order as well. And then I'll just move a handful. Yeah, that seems good. The rest of you will just be in a fallback line here. Just to reinforce the invasion of Cuba once it's actually ready to go. Yeah, and like, look at this. It's all core territory. We get all the factories immediately. That's a pretty big boon to our economy, man. Like, that's really nice. Yeah, draw your invasion order as so. I guess we'll move you guys down 1 province. If you're going to be taking the attrition, I'd prefer you guys not to take the attrition, essentially, is what that boils down to. Are you guaranteed by anybody? No. And our reinforcement navy is almost here, which is nice. Anyone else we could cause belly against? Nah, it's really just the Canadians. And I don't want to invade Canada right now. Buy in bulk. Prepare the artillery. That actually opens up this tree next. Your garbage. 3,000 rifles. Not going to say no. And what if this is actually core land? Everything up to Alberta. Okay. What song is this? Bright Sunny South. Huh. I don't know if I know this song. Okay, but our units are looking... Why are you here? Washington is now collapsed, so we might actually be technically at peace very soon. If the federal government actually collapses in a second. I think we need to start building up a new army. Because what are you guys? You guys are 18 combat with, which is basically dog shit. Pioneers. Like, what can we do with you? Nowhere near enough artillery pieces for this. You can make like a kind of shitty 24 combat with unit instead. Let's save you up. And you know what? Actually, all the militia units we have, let's just switch you to being infantry. I know you don't have any artillery pieces right now, but that's fine. The militia are so dog shit. I'd much rather you have the actual infantry divisions. Sure. You know what? Disney deserves a nuke. Let's get that going. Okay. Oh, okay. They've collapsed. So, I think we're taking, like, Utah, Idaho. I believe that's our land, and then they will get the rest. Based on what I'm remembering the front lines were looking like. So again, we're technically right now at peace. So that does put us in a kind of funny situation. Yeah, so get our units out of here. The people are going to be like, please, demobilize the economy. We want peace. No, you fools. What you want to do is invade Cuba. You 70 days until you're ready to go. You know, let's send this small fleet just for a scouting mission in Havana. I just want to know what they're actually up to. And I'm assuming soon the CSA and the American Union State are going to go to war with each other. Like, I think it's just an inevitability. Prominent politician William Gibbs McDougall has passed away in his home in California. He has a controversial legacy. Many Americans still blame him, among others, for the start of the depression and political crisis that led to the Civil War. Well, he's dead. 5 political power in my books. I'm not going to say no to that one. What about these ports instead? I just want to see if there's maybe like an easier port. Oh, they haven't even garrisoned. No, boat. I just want you to stay still. Yeah, okay. They haven't even... Okay, there's no garrison in Guantanamo Bay. Then I will just simply invade Guantanamo Bay instead. And we'll be able to invade right now. So, Cuba, I mean, it's been... We're going to do another save quickly. But it's been lovely knowing you. But I am simply just going to invade you, okay? Declare war. We'll get all of our navies here to give you some naval support. We are now at war. Wait, what? Okay, they've joined the Reichspakt immediately. Well, that wasn't really what I was kind of hoping would happen. Huh. You know what? That's fine. Fuck it, we ball. For the first time, America remained solidly isolationist when it came to the world and especially European affairs, leaving the Germans, Russians, British, and French to their own destructive Great War and contenting themselves with guarding the Americas from foreign invasion and incursions. This has recently changed, however. We find ourselves at war with one of the prominent nations of the old continent, the German Empire. Many of our citizens and prominent elites are suspicious or even hostile to the idea of sending our boys off to war in such a distant theater, but not everyone is. Among them, comic book author Joe Simmons and Jack Kirby, convinced of the righteousness of our war against the Germans, recently created the character of Captain America, a young American named Steve Rogers, fragile, but convinced to fight on the righteousness of war, who received a serum transforming him into a super soldier with strength, agility, stamina, intelligence, and the peak of human potential. Well, wasn't really what I was expecting, but you know what? Fine. If maybe we'll just align ourselves with Korolov up here. Maybe we'll be aligned with the Russians, and we'll kill Germany. Maybe that's just what we need to do. Again, it wasn't really the expectation. And this is going to kind of bolster the Germans in their war in the Second Weltkrieg, but... You know, so be it. I mean, they have to fight Poland as well. And they have, like, a very, very weak Austria. Honestly, I think it's looking actually pretty good for us, all things considered. Okay, so they still have not garrisoned here. So Cuba should fall pretty quickly. Now, I think there might be a peace event if there's no Reichspakt members in a New World. That might be the case, but do not quote me on it. Okay, luckily for us, they decided just to not garrison. Okay, no, they had to put some units here now, but... They're already encircled. They're going to die immediately. And then we just send all of our units over to Cuba and we just win the war. Yeah, 97, 98, 99. You are now dead. All of Green Army is now going to deploy themselves here. And you're just going to move your way across Cuba. It really should not be too difficult for you. Okay, Serbia has declared war on the Austrians. Now, again, that's kind of like a weird spot for them to be. Because Austria is just kind of pathetic right now. Like, incredibly so. We've been embargoed by the Japanese. Whatever, I don't care. Creation of the sniper program. Sure, why not? I'll be honest, I still don't actually know if I know what that does. Okay, for the Navy... I mean, the Navy just mostly hanging out, honestly. Got some Cuban forces coming over here, but... Are they going to be able to stop us in any capacity? Like, no, would be the answer to that one. Move over here, move over here. Keep on pushing away towards Havana. And then we just kill the American Union State right afterwards. Stinky, stinky American Union state. Yeah, reinforcements are now on the way. And my navy, I now need you to convoy raid to just make sure the Germans do not send any reinforcements to Cuba. Because having the reinforcements over here would honestly just be annoying. And I would prefer not to deal with that if I can avoid it. The Anti-Goring Pact. I mean, maybe we can make some friends there as well. Let's see, because you guys should be able to invade, right? You just need, Oh, no, okay, no, this actually goes by the old system where it actually just it needs to be a certain date. Instead of working off war, off of world tension. Which, I mean, is fine. It's not really that big of a deal. We have Suriname over here. Suriname, I'm assuming, is a puppet of Germany. We can try to do naval invasion. Actually, Germany actually has a province over here as well. They own one of these islands. Germany, do you really, really need to be here? Like, honestly? I would say no. I would say, honestly, it's not a good use of your time. And your time would be better spent elsewhere. Well, there goes Cuba. Let's get these guys to navally invade this island. And then we'll get another 4 division, sure, to invade Suriname. Rest of you guys will just kind of hang out in port. And you'll try your damnedest to secure all of this territory. And I believe in you. To some extent. We need more artillery pieces. We'll get that going. You know, just throw a 10 on this. Just for the time being. And yeah, we're sinking some Moroccan ships. We're sinking some ships that want to try to fight us. And I will simply not allow that to happen. The artillery's been prepared. Follow that up with, you know what? 10% cheaper rifles? That does sound quite nice. Okay. Now the Civil War is kind of stalemated right now. There are basically 3 factions. All of them are staring eye to eye with each other. Does this actually even do anything? It does not seem like the, I think these might be permanent. I think these are just broken. And they don't actually do anything, which is very, very funny. We've lost 652 men. We have killed 51,000 troops. Holy. Because they're trying to send people over the ocean. And obviously that doesn't work very well. It actually works really, really badly for them. Which is very funny. But I do want... I think we are going to end the stream a little earlier. Because, again, we did start pretty late. Due to all the nonsense that I had to deal with initially. So, we will be live again tomorrow. To play some Road to 56. We'll be playing as Canada. So, I hope you will tune in for that. I'll put a little notification. I'll actually schedule it tomorrow so we actually start on time. I'm going to schedule it for noon. So, that will be 16 hours from now, give or take. That at least is going to be the plan. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Again, I know it's been